Absolute Zero was released for Macintosh and DOS back in 1995 by Domark, publishers of MiG-29 Fulcrum. It is a spaceflight simulator with the twist that you fly around in mining equipment. Not many people have heard of this game, and there's a good reason for that. The premise of the game is that you're at an ice mining colony on Europa in the 24th century. Of course, it turns out that we are not alone. Like many 90s era games, it has a pre-rendered intro. With techno backing. Human ship in this scene is mining equipment being pressed into military service, which is a big part of the game. Here you have the main menu. The music track here is one of 3 played throughout the whole game, so it will drive you crazy after a while. You have the ENN, which provides news updates about the current situation in the storyline.
Beta riots are still ringing around the Jovian system. Earth Authority forces under the leadership of Toshiro Watanabe are on alert following the 9 tragic deaths at Mine Beta. Charges of police brutality are being brought against the 5 policemen responsible for the cave-in in the workers' uprising 3 Earth weeks ago. Rumor has it that EMC officials have asked Earth Authority to send reinforcement units on the next tri-monthly cruise ship arriving at Europa.
The colony pods headed toward the Saturnian moon of Titan are on schedule and nearing the completion of their journey. EMC officials look forward to expanding the success of the Jovian operation to the moons of Saturn.
There's also the in-depth reports section, which has long essays describing the world of the game. And there's the map mode, which shows you the areas in which the game takes place. It's actually a pretty big map, but you can't free roam through it. Diary section shows you diaries and emails from the different characters in the game, providing their perspective on events. As the game progresses, more characters get added to the list. There's also a screen that shows the specs of the various ships you've used or encountered. They are mostly mining vehicles that have been retrofitted with weapons. The screen really fills up as the game progresses.
We've got our chance. I've called all 4 of you on our private link channel because we're all in the same boat together. You know and I know that authorities have to barbecue us to satisfy the miners. We haven't got a prayer in that trial, unless we become public heroes in the meantime.
The mission briefings have voice acting from whichever character is the prospective character on the mission.
We can scout for survivors at Europa City and be the right people at the right place. Are you with me? Good. Meet me at the hangar. We'll use the mole pods in Car 47 to mark the locations of survivors. We'll talk more in the air.
The loadout screen allows you to select between different loadouts for the vehicle you're using in a mission.
Okay, officers. Remember, we're only going to get this one shot. Let's do a damn good job.
When you're in the cockpit, you'll notice that it looks sort of like a futuristic fighter jet. That's because the game engine is based on the MiG-29 Fulcrum engine. The graphics are shaded polygons and are mostly shades of bluish gray due to the terrain being ice.
What? I'm getting strange signals on radar. There should be no air traffic here. Altitude 3,000 feet. It might be what took out Europa City, so keep your eyes peeled. I'm in here. Closer look. Pause here. Pod number 1 is down and functional. Switching to nav 3.
Target destroyed.
Flight controls are much like a fighter jet, where you bank to turn, which doesn't really make any sense on an airless moon.
Hey down there, is that you, Tosh?
Ellen, what are you doing here?
Saving your butt,
Tosh, shut up, Harwood.
My pleasure, Captain. Okay, folks, let's save the only man who might get us organized for action. Just imagine the debt he'll owe us.
In combat, it's obvious that this game engine is inappropriate for the type of game this is.
Now, let's go see where they came from.
There are a variety of different ships you'll fly with multiple weapon types that can be used.
This is A-Group Leader. The aliens have broken through. We need air support now.
The most annoying missions are the turret missions. In these, you're on a ground-based vehicle operating a turret, trying to shoot down the enemies that come at you. The problem with these is that they are interminable. Another issue with the game is that the victory conditions for missions are ill-defined. Most missions will just end without any clear reason. One last thing to note is that if you drop your speed too much, you'll drop like a rock and crash. Absolute Zero is a game where they obviously wanted it to be much more than it turned out to be. The storyline is really good, and the premise is outstanding, but the execution is extremely poor. Much of that has to do with the game engine they used, but more variety of music would have helped.
Charges! Call out loud and clear!
To give you an idea about the quality of this game, I bought it back in 1995 or 96, but didn't get through the first mission until 2018. Is it worth playing? No. No, it isn't. It's extremely disappointing that this isn't better, because it could have been one of the great overlooked classics.
We've had it, boys. Get out while you can.
If you liked this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and check out my Twitter feed and Twitch channel. See you next time.